And then I turned over to Surah Al-Baqarah. And the first verse had no meaning to me whatsoever, ALM. The second verse is the reason I decided to look into Islam. It's the reason I decided.
Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you guys are feeling good, my name is Bukumi Bike Crown. So we're going to be checking out this video titled "One Quran Verse Made Me a Muslim." So this particular Quran verse actually made this man a Muslim. So let's check it out, guys.
When I was able to go to the masjid for the first time in 1998, and the Imam gave a very beautiful khutbah, it touched me, mashallah. When I went to him after the salah and asked him, because he started telling me about Islam, you know how our da'wah goes. You know, Islam is built on 5 pillars and six beliefs. And I said, look, I just want to know, do you have some proof? You know, like where is the proof that your religion is what you say it is? And he smiled. He's like, you know, he said, I got you. So he went and pulled a book off the shelf and he handed it to me. And my first proof handed to me about the deen of Al-Islam was the Quran. He said, this is it. This is our proof. And then he started to tell me about the Quran. You know, that it was revealed before. I said, look, no. I've already had people try to pre-sale me. You know, he's trying to load me up to go read this Quran with a certain frame of mind. I said, no, don't do that. Let me read this book. If it is what you say it is, it'll prove itself. This was the amount of certainty that I had that if God had a religion, it would be clear, crystal, for someone who was searching. So I took the Quran home, and that was on a Friday evening, and I started reading it. And I remember reading Surah Al-Fatiha.
Backwards?
Well, first I remember reading it and realizing that the book was backwards. Because I was given one of those blue noble Qur'ans from Saudi, and I opened it and I'm like, I'm in the index, I'm like, whoa. So I realized I had to flip it over, read the other one. So I opened the Quran and I read Surah Al-Fatiha. All praise belongs to Allah, who is the Lord of all the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful, the master of the day of judgment. You alone do we worship, and you alone do we seek our assistance. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those who have earned your favor, not the path of those who have earned your anger, nor those who have gone astray. As soon as I read that, Jesus' prayer that he taught his disciples in the Bible came to mind. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and lead us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. And there were such glaring similarities. Like when I watched the message for the first time, and when King Najashi said that what you have said and what we have is like 2 rays from the same lamp, that was the feeling that I got reading Surah Al-Fatiha. And then I turned over to Surah Al-Baqarah. And the first verse had no meaning to me whatsoever, ALM. The second verse is the reason I decided to look into Islam. It's the reason I decided to keep reading the Quran. It could very well be the reason I'm a Muslim today. It's Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 2. This is the book.
Wow, that was really short per se. I was thinking they were going to show us the second verse that actually made him a Muslim, or maybe they were going to, display it on the screen. But that was really interesting. He said the first time he actually read the Quran, it didn't make sense to him. It was as if the whole thing was written backwardly. Like, he said one particular surah was just confusing. Then he kept on reading the Quran and got to know that, Allah is the greatest, he owns the world. Then while reading the Quran, he said that it tarried with the Lord's Prayer in the Bible. And from there, he started, searching for the truth, getting to know more about the Quran. And by so doing, he said he came across another verse in the Quran that actually make perfect sense to him, and that made him convert to Islam, made him a Muslim. So I was just curious about the verse that made him convert to Muslim, because I was expecting them to display it so that we can read along. The non-Muslim can at least read along and know why this particular verse actually made him so convincing that Islam is the way. You get it? It was really interesting one. So he said the first time he going to masjid was 1998. He said it was through his friend, you know, he started learning about Islam, and you know, from there, okay, he started researching more on it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button for more. Like, share, and comment. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.